Tonight on the WDW Fan Zone show, we have the latest information on anything and everything you can think of at Walt Disney World, which includes Flower and Garden and other attraction news. And we're going to get into it right now. I am Stuart Sternberg. Darlene Nagy is here. And here is the news. But pardon me for a second while I cough. I muted myself for that. Figures I have a coughing fit just as we're about to record. Anyway, let's get into the news here. This past Sunday, which was February 19th, Genie Plus sold out for the first time ever at Walt Disney World. And the cost for the extra priced add-on that day was $29 per person. Ouch.
Today it's 22.
Yeah, well, this past weekend, 29. That was the most that tied the record for the most it's ever been. After a very short delay, Disney's Hollywood Studios Rock and Roller Coaster attraction is now closed for what is expected to be a lengthy refurbishment. After being closed for the past 3 years, Enchanted Tales with Belle and Magic Kingdom's Fantasyland has reopened to guests. Disney World announced today that they are adding Epcot to the parks with special after-hours ticketed events. Tickets go on sale for Epcot's after-hours events for resort guests on February 28th and everyone else on March 3rd. The after-hour events take place on select dates between June 1st and August 24th, and they will be from 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. However, special event ticket holders may enter the park after 7 p.m. Ticket prices will range from $129 to $139 for adults per night, depending on the date. Discounted tickets will also be available for DVC members and annual pass holders. Other special events include the H2O Glow Nights, which are coming to Typhoon Lagoon on May 2nd and 27th, June 3rd and 10th, 17th and 24th, July 1st, 3rd, 8th, 15th, 22nd, 29th, and 31st, as well as August 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th, winding down with its last day on September 2nd. The after-hours special ticket event is $75 for adults and $70 for children. The event will run from 8 to 11 p.m., but guests with H2O Glow Night tickets may enter the water park at 6 p.m. 2 popular Disney Plus shows have been canceled by the streaming service, and that was Big Shot. That was a favorite of mine. I like that show. And The Mighty Ducks Game Changers. Avatar, The Way of Water, has surpassed Titanic to become the world's, not the U.S., the world's third highest grossing film of all time. Disney has decided to make a couple of movie release date changes. The Marvels movie is now expected to be released on November 10th instead of July 28th, and the Haunted Mansion movie is moving its release date from August 11th to July 28th. Participating AMC theaters have an exclusive offer for moviegoers of the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania film. It is an LED helmet popcorn, and that container will cost you or set you back $29.99. That's all the news I have, but before I turn it over to Darlene and all the wonderful food news she has and merchandise news and other stuff, I want to mention Mouse Fan Travel. Mouse Fan Travel is the only place you should ever go when you want to plan a Disney World vacation. So whether it's Disney World, Disneyland, an Adventure by Disney, a Disney cruise, go to their website. They've got great deals going on, and that's Mouse Fan Travel at www.mousefantravel.com, www.mousefantravel.com.
Okay, hello everyone. I'm going to start off with our dear friend that helped us buy our houses, Victor Naraki. He is a wonderful gentleman that will help you find your next home or your vacation home, living here in Central Florida near Disney. And you can find him at disneyatyourdoorstep.com. Now, I found out today that the new, and if you don't know what these are, Harvey bag came out. It's a seatbelt bag. And you can actually send the bag back to the company and they will clean it for you. But I've had the Minnie Mouse seatbelt bag for many years and it's held up very, very well.
Dawn, do you mind explaining what is, because I have no idea, what is a seatbelt bag?
So a seatbelt bag is made out of seatbelts and it's like lined and everything. It's a really sturdy purse.
So do they get these seatbelts from used cars, or is it the
They're
material that they would use for seatbelts?
the That's material that they would use for seatbelts, because like the new one is got pictures imprinted in it. Mine has, it's red seatbelt with black seatbelt. The original, I just knocked my glasses. The original black,
Mhm.
because it's Minnie Mouse and it's got a seatbelt bow and everything. I'll have to bring it the next time I see you. But I only have one Harvey bag. But it's a gorgeous bag. My husband bought it for me on Main Street, from the, wow, not the Emporium. It's the one across the street. I can't remember the
So I
name.
assume the person who created these is named Harvey.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's a very big company. So, and they've been around for quite a long time. So, and they're sold at Disneyana and Disneyland Resort, Off the Page in Disney California Adventure, Wonderground Gallery in downtown Disney, and then, of course, Disney's Wonderful World of Memories in Disney Springs. That's where these bags are. This new bag is the streamlined tote featuring Disneyland designs by Shag, and it was released today. The bag features different art on each side, with one side showcasing the Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse statue, with the Haunted Mansion, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, the Dapper Dance, and two women taking a selfie. The other side features the Disneyland Omnibus, the Matterhorn, Sleeping Beauty Castle, the monorail coming in from the side. So, and a family buying ice cream bars, and a cast member selling balloons. Plus, it comes with a charm featuring Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse statue, which looked really nice. So the bag runs around, I believe, like $200 and some, which isn't bad, because some of your Junie Burks and your Veras and that, they're up around that range as well. So, but the one good thing I like about these bags too is that they're sturdy and they last forever, and you can get them cleaned by the company. So, next up, a new item has surfaced. It's the 1920s Mickey Mouse short Loungefly. And it's Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie vintage black and white reel design. It's like a movie reel, and it's a mini backpack, but it looks really cool. They're going to also have mini ears and magic bands and toy sets coming out for the 100th anniversary. I was at the Disney World store in downtown Disney Springs today, downtown Disney Springs, not today, during the week, with a friend of mine that was here from New York. She wanted to go, and they had at the Christmas tree store a number of the 100 ornaments already available. So if you're down here and you want an ornament, I would definitely go to the Christmas tree store at Disney Springs. It's near one of Stuart and my favorite places to eat, the Earl of Sandwich, not our evil sandwich queen Lottie. That's on our Thursday night show, but it's down that way. Also, new is the, oh, good gracious, I just lost my train of thought where I was going with that. There was something else new I was going to tell you guys about.
What old age does to you?
Huh?
See what old age does to you?
I know, right? Okay. Other than that, new Disney World restaurant news is Roundup Rodeo Barbecue in Toy Story Land will be opening March 23rd, we know. And Disney has announced the pricing for the table service family style meal. For adults, it'll be $45, and for kids 3 to 9, $25. Then we have the dates for my favorite festival. The 2023 Epcot Flower and Garden Festival will kick off March 1st and will end on July 5th. So it's a very long festival this time, and I'm very excited about it. Now, in other news, fans of Trails End Restaurant at Disney's Fort Wilderness Lodge have through April 16th to enjoy its current sit-down cuisine. The dining venue is expected to be closed beginning April 17th for a refurbishment to transform the restaurant into a marketplace concept with quick service options. That's going to be very, very disappointing. What are your thoughts on that, Stuart?
Haven't given it much thought.
I mean, we've gone there for dinner before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love the food there at times, and there are other times where it's okay, but
Okay.
I'm not going to miss it. I'm just not.
So, okay, I guess I've never stayed there, so I'm assuming they'd never had quick service before?
That I don't know, but it's I guess Trails End wasn't bringing in the money they wanted, so they figured they'd change things around. It might be more cost effective to go to a quick service than have a sit down there.
Yeah, it might.
That's the only thing I can think of, but I'm not going to miss it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we only went. I think we only went once, and that was with you guys.
Yeah, I've been there 3 times in the last several years. 2 more recently than the first time. But like I said, the food. The first time I went there, I loved the food. The second time I was there was like okay. The third time I went there was better. But it's not the kind of food I would miss if I didn't have have an option to go for.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I get that. Now, on other news, excuse me.
Not to catching my cough now, huh?
Yeah. Like I said, my friend from New York came up that I worked with, and Karen was kind enough to take me to Universal. She stayed with us and we went to Universal. We had a Hopper Universal pass for the day. We got done with Islands of Adventure. We got there basically around like 10 a.m. and we were done in 3.5 hours with Islands of Adventure. We basically were done with Universal even faster because we found that the park, of course, if you're pregnant or anything or have health issues, there's a lot of rides you cannot do at Universal. It's been 3 years. Yes, 3 years since I've been there myself. Stuart was there probably later.
The last time I was there was about 10, 11 years ago.
Okay. Oh,
yeah. I've been to Universal twice. Once was in 2001, and the last time I believe it was 2011 or 12 or 13, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't do a lot of upside down roller coasters now, and it's kind of sad, that we couldn't ride a lot of the rides. Seuss's Landing was great. I would have liked to have tried going on Transformers again, but everything was blocked off. They're doing a lot of construction there. And we did decide, and she said herself, the food is better at Disney.
Yeah, duh. That I think is a no-brainer that the food, the most ardent Universal fans that have been to both parks that I know will admit wholeheartedly that the food at Disney is better than Universal.
Yeah.
It's very lacking at Universal.
Yeah. I took her, so she got off the
From
plane.
their point of view, I should say.
Right. We went off the, I got her, when I got her off the plane, we went over to Disney Springs, like I said, and we did some shopping. And first thing she was like, "Can we get something to eat?" And I said, "Oh yeah, sure, no problem." And she was like, "Oh, let's check Chicken Guy," but it was too packed, so we couldn't get in there. So she was, "How about Deluxe Burger, the other one you mentioned?" And I said, "Okay." So we went, and she said, well, she was eating a burger at Universal, and she's like, "It was just so much better yesterday." And I said, "I know."
Yeah.
So, but another thing, if you're down here and it's not far from Disney, it's about probably a 40-minute drive for people coming from Disney. First time I visited was Florida's Natural Orange Juice. Has a visitor center, and you can test all the orange juices that they make and their other products. They had blackberry lemonade, raspberry lemonade, and they sell cases of juice in cans for shelf stability. So for the vending machines, and I did not know that. So that was cool. But they had like a little movie that you can watch. You could tour the orange groves and stuff and learn different things. And they have a very nice gift shop. So that's off of Route US 27 down in past Davenport.
Then comes Haines City.
Lake Wales. Yes, it's closer to Route 60 and 27. So it's down that way. It's a little difficult to do a U-turn right now to go back to I-4, but I would get on 60, and I'm sure you could probably get around that way.
And for those of you who live out of town or don't know Florida very well, just use your darn GPS.
Yes, and put it in there. But like I said, it's free. It's a free tour and a free visit. So something that's free to do in Disney or in Florida while you're here.
Until Disney buys it and charges a fee to get in.
Oh, good gracious. But that's my news for this week.
All right. Thank you, Darlene. How about park hours?
Yes, park hours. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay, so Magic Kingdom for Wednesday, February 22nd, and the 23rd, Thursday, and Friday the 24th, Saturday the 25th, and 26th, which is Sunday, is 9 to 11. Monday, the 27th, is 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. with a special event ticketed 10 to 1 a.m. Then again, Tuesday, the 28th, 9 to 11 p.m. Epcot is going to be Wednesday through Sunday, 9 to 9 p.m. with a extended hours for deluxe guests, 9 to 9 and then 9 to 11. And then Tuesday, 9 to 9. There's going to be a special ticketed event at Hollywood Studios tomorrow. So you're going to have 8:30 to 9:30 and then 9:30 to 12:30 a.m. Then the rest of the week is going to be 8:30 to 9:30. And Animal Kingdom is going to be all the way Wednesday through Sunday, 8 to 8. And Monday and Tuesday next week, 8 to 7. Blizzard Beach, hours are 10 to 5 all week. The boardwalk is 6:30 to 10 p.m. all week. Disney Springs, Wednesday, Thursday, 10 to 11 p.m. Friday, Saturday, 10 to 11:30 p.m. And then Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, 10 to 11 p.m.
All right. Thank you, Darlene. And if you're coming down here and looking forward to the weather down here, we've got weather. The 7-day Walt Disney World forecast calls for daytime highs in the mid to upper 80s. It's not August or July and August hot, but it is going to be hot. And the nighttime lows will range in the mid 60s. And before we get out of here, I wouldn't have mentioned that on this day in Disney history, it was on February 21st, 1997, that the inaugural Star Wars weekend was held at the then Disney MGM Studios, now known as Disney's Hollywood Studios. The event was held for 5 consecutive weekends, And after 97, Star Wars weekends were not held again until the year 2000. They were also held in 2001 and then annually from 2003 until 2015. And I heard today, I didn't read the article, but I did, or not heard, read, that Disneyland is bringing something with Star Wars back as an annual event. So, yeah. So if anybody's a Disneyland fan and Star Wars fan, you can look for articles out there. It should be all over the place because that broke today.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, here's that picture. If you're watching on YouTube, here's a picture of a vending machine that they had at the facility.
That's cool.
That is, isn't that neat? And like I said, they have them. And you're right, it was like whales. It was cool.
Good.
So
it sounds interesting.
Yeah.
So, if people want to do something for free or get off the beaten path and a little bit away from Disney, it's a good thing. It sounds like a good thing to do.
I mean, to go and have some fresh oranges and stuff and try the juices. You guys might have up in your towns the blackberry lemonade, like I said, that I tested. We don't sell it in our stores, so the only place you can get it is there at their facility. Now that I know that they have it, I want to go back for the raspberry, but you only have so much fridge room.
Yep. Do you know that?
So
yeah, I do want to mention, because thank you for reminding me, Darlene, to subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's the WDW Fan Zone Show on YouTube. Please like and share, because the more you like, the more you share, the more you subscribe, the better, or the more recognizable we will be on YouTube, the more people we can get watching our disaster. Same thing with Apple Podcasts. We're on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and a bunch of others. If you're listening to the audio part, not watching, we also please ask you to subscribe and like and do all that fun stuff to help us get recognized a little bit more.
Please. And if you want us to go and check something out, let us know. Stuart and I will take a day trip.
Yep. Yeah, I don't mind taking a day trip. What else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. We will be back Thursday. When I say Thursday, later in the week, because I don't know when people are going to listen, but we record Tuesdays and Thursdays, so we will be back to record our next show on Thursday. I think it'll be a fun, interesting show to grab people's attention, and not like it was last week. Yeah, we'll be back later.
I forgot. We also have in Plant City, Florida, the Strawberry Festival. So if anybody wants to check out a Strawberry Festival, it's going to be March 2nd, 2023 to March 12th. So
very nice and interesting people you'll meet in Plant City. All right.
A lot of popular music coming.
All right, we're going to get out of here now. We'll be back, like I said, later in the week with our regular weekly show. So until then, everybody be safe. Bye-bye.
Have a magical night, and remember to pack your sunscreen.